Life is over, my spirit chauffeur. I take me to the place where the angels were tokens. I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
I paint my vision on canvas.
Life is over, my spirit chauffeur. I take me to the place where the angels were tokens. I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
So you ever noticed a lot of people tend to complain a lot? Like, no matter what happens, good day, bad day, sunny day, tacos on the table, and yet they're still just unhappy.
I paint my vision on canvas. I'm from the era that we cherish. Roll bikes to the park, from light to the dark. Crowd gather around the fight when it starts. Siblings and cousins jumping in, one might grab a rock. No pipe or a Glock, straight fist, no knife stab a chop. When it's over, everyone survived. Nobody's have dropped, nobody got shot.
And look, I'm not saying you can't complain. We all do it. I do it, you do it, everybody does it. But here's the thing I've been realizing lately. There's a difference between complaining and venting and living in complain mode. And when complaining becomes your default setting, it slowly starts shaping your mindset, your energy, and honestly, your whole fucking life. So today I want to talk about why we need to stop complaining all the time, but also why expressing frustration in the right way is actually healthy. There's a difference.
2 weeks later, you might split a pop. We was the first gamers, from Atari to Nintendo. Yelling, let me in through the window. The uncle at the crib entertaining the neighborhood member while you invited to dinner with the kinfolks. We was never poor, because poor is a state of mind. Hand-me-down clothes, then coats, some had designs. One lesson we learned, life vibe on different frequencies. We all have idiosyncrasies.
Complaining feels good in the moment. You release frustration, you get validation, maybe someone agrees with you, and boom, instant emotional relief. But when it becomes constant, that's when things change.
We was all taught morals and decency, etiquette. Some girls are tomboys and some was delicate.
Life is over, my spirit chauffeur. I take me to the place where the angels were tokens. I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
I paint my vision on canvas.
Life is over, my spirit chauffeur. Will take me to the place where the angels were tokens. I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
Because your brain doesn't know the differences between a real crisis and repeated negative thinking. The more you focus on problems, the more your brain starts scanning life, looking for problems. It's like training your mind to notice what's wrong instead of what's possible. And over time, stress levels go up, patience goes down, motivation drops, and positivity starts feeling fake or impossible. You basically teach yourself to expect negativity. And that energy, not because they don't care, but because constant negativity is exhausting to be around.
It's all the same for your goal, shorty. Run towards it, new kick, see you pass, small glimpse. Run for us, we was landline phone in the house before cordless, cruising in the Ford Taurus. It said don't rush to grow up, young buck, be like a tortoise.
So here's where it gets interesting. Complaining itself isn't the enemy. Man, this is good. Uncontrolled complaining is. When done in moderation with purpose, venting actually has psychological benefits. Sometimes you just need to let things out. Holding emotions in, that builds stress, anxiety, even physical tension in your body. Talking about your frustrations can release emotional pressure, help regulate your nervous system, make you feel heard and understood, strengthen connections with people you trust. You ever notice how bonding happens when people say,
"Man, today was rough,"
and someone else goes,
"Yeah, same here."
That is shared experience, and that creates connection. So, venting isn't weakness, it's emotional processing.
A warrior's energy, strong orbit, endowed with full power. Much value allowed, no shortage. Towering prowess and much courage.
So here's the key difference. Healthy venting has a purpose. Chronic complaining has a pattern. Healthy venting says, this bothered me. I need to release it or figure it out. Chronic complaining says,
Everything is wrong and nothing will ever change.
one leads to clarity. The other leads to rumination. Now, for those of you who don't know, rumination is the focused, repetitive, and passive dwelling on negative feelings, distressing thoughts, or past events, often acting as a symptom of or precursor to depression and anxiety. Now, learn that word and then never have it in your vocabulary. Get to know it, but don't use it. So others lead to rumination, replaying negativity over and over without solutions. And science actually shows repeated negativity can rewire your brain throughout neuroplasticity, meaning the more you complain aimlessly, the easier it becomes for your brain to stay negative. You're basically building a mental habit you didn't mean to create. Now, constructive complaining that can actually lead to growth when you use it intentionally. It can help you understand what's really bothering you, organize your thoughts, see problems more clearly, advocate for yourself, and create real change. Sometimes speaking up is necessary. If something at work, in a relationship, in life isn't right, silence doesn't fix it. The difference is direction. Are you complaining to stay stuck, or are you expressing yourself to move forward?
My vision got the best of me. I saw beyond tomorrow music, making piano man, drum, strings, and guitar. Visit many music festivals, different bands was sectional. Felt the vibration from head to testicles. The sonic sound registered. The influence was hard to measure.
Here's a simple rule I have been trying to follow myself. Vent, then pivot. Set a time limit to vent. Be clear about your purpose. Ask yourself, do I want comfort or solutions right now? Then focus on the next action step. Feel it, express it, and then release it. But don't unpack and just live there, because your mindset becomes the environment your life grows in. And negativity is terrible soil for progress. The soil is sour!
MCs of the professors, they verses indeed. Our lectures, pen and paper had the texture that catalog the message. What you say, what you did or didn't do. You learned your lesson.
Life is over, but spirit chauffeur. We'll take it to the place where the angels were togas. I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
I paint my vision on canvas.
Life is over, but spirit chauffeur. Living free now.
So, life isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing what you give your energy to. Speak your frustrations when you need to. Be honest about hard moments, but don't let complaining become your personality. Just don't do that. Because the moment you stop feeding negativity, you start making room for growth, solutions, and better days. And honestly, most of us aren't stuck because life is bad. We're stuck because we've been narrating it that way. So vent what you need to, but learn from it. And then move forward. Less complaining, more action. Let's keep moving. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm living free now.
I broke from the programming.
Living free now.
I paint my vision on canvas.
If you made it this far in the vlog, thank you so much. Now may I suggest you go over to my friend's AceCore30 stuff, his YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Check out his stuff. It's excellent. See you guys in the next one. Bye.